me, not Jane. Today we're reacting to season 5, episode 9 of Buffy. Last episode was called The Shadow, and we really got a chance to see more about the Beast. We learned more not only did we learn more about the Beast, we also learned about what is happening to Joyce as a person, because the last few episodes we've been kind of conflicted with what was happening. At first, we thought that it was Buffy, essentially. She thought it would have been a spell that was causing Joyce to have these head problems and these headaches and her passing out on episode 6, episode 5, I believe, due to, Dawn. Whole time it was not an actual spell, but it was because she has brain tumors, which are causing a shadow in her head. Then we also get kind of more information about the Beast, which was the villain that was able to beat up Buffy a few episodes before, and it's due to her. Like we learn more so that she can literally finesse, and also her name is Glory. She lives in lavish, getting shoes, got a nice place to live, got people being her servants essentially, but also that she knows so many spells. She knows some spells that can get her what she wants without even having to threaten people anymore. She went to the zoo, got a snake, and did a magic spell with the guy that she's using as pretty much her servant, and was able to she was so close to getting to where Dawn was located until Buffy fought the snake. That's how close she was to getting Dawn and knowing where this ball of energy was, the key. That is really showing that she's so determined to get what she wants. And Buffy knows that that's what the Beast wants, is Dawn, and that now everybody in the group is having suspicions that the snake was scared of Dawn, but they don't know why. But they do know that the Beast, which is now they know how they look. Well, Giles know how she looks because he's encountered her. But it is just so crazy to see like everything falling into place. I'm wondering how long it's going to take the scouts to figure out about Dawn, and if Buffy will tell the scouts later on, or will they discover on their own? Will they be mad? Will they be offended? How will everybody deal with Joyce? Because I don't think she told anybody yet. She just told Riley. Well, Riley didn't really find out due to Spike. But let's talk about the plot of this episode, and I can give my commentary on the things that we kind of watched last episode. So it starts off with Joyce going into the CAT scan, and Dawn is trying to figure out why it's called the CAT scan during this time. And I feel like Buffy did a good job with trying to have Dawn remain calm and not really put this big kind of information on her that she could potentially lose her mom, even though she just technically got her back. She tried to, I feel like that's something that would happen in any normal day, that you don't want to put so much of this sadness and pain and have a child worrying about what can happen to their parents, causing them stress and freak out and possibly spiral. So I feel like Buffy did a good job of making sure that she kind of kept an open mind to Dawn about what will happen with her mom. And then we also have Giles and everybody else in the magic box doing research about the Beast, trying to figure out what Glory is, even though they don't know how she looks or how she is or her appearance. But she comes in there, eats free, gets gear to get she gets the 2 gears that she just easily picked it up. But we'll talk about the gear in a minute. But we get to finally see someone calling out Riley's recklessness, which was Xander, who said that Riley, instead of working as a team, he destroyed the vampire crypt alone. While he's doing that, we might just do some research on the monster. But they didn't have any whereabouts about the monster. Anyways, so Giles also acknowledges Riley's reckless behavior, but everybody else is like, yeah, at least the task is done, like we can relax and stuff like that. But it's really showing that how Riley is kind of just breaking down. Like Buffy's not vulnerable to him, and he's and also adding that on that she doesn't really need him all the time, and that she's hiding herself from him, that everybody knows information before him, and that no matter how hard he tries to get her to open up, she doesn't. And plus she doesn't love him the way that he does. He is spiraling out of control. During this time, we have the demon named Dreg, which is, he offers a spell to the Beast, which is Glory, which she likes to be called Glorificus, which is, and she prefers Glory. While she's tying on shoes, Dreg is like, listen, we got a spell that can give you the key. On it, you need some supplies, and that's what she found, that the magic box was in the phone book. I said book so weird. And then while Riley comes into the front of the house. Comes into Buffy's house. He sees that Spike is in her house sniffing her clothes, and Spike tries to cover it up by saying, I'm trying to get a good sniff of, like, my predator, and that Buffy wouldn't care that he's in her room, and that he's sniffing sniffing her sweaters between enemies, whatever he could be. Well, you can do whatever you want with that. But Spike kind of diverges that attention of him being, sniffing her stuff, which could be potentially weird to people. Right, Spike is like, listen, well, did Buffy tell you about her mom? And did Buffy, cry to you last night? And if Buffy really wanted to kill me, she would have done this several times. Like, kind of more so rubbing it in Riley's face, because obviously he's jealous that Riley's with Buffy because he loves Buffy. But also, he kind of wanted to rub it in Riley's face. I don't think he never liked Riley even before he realized he loved Buffy. He just didn't like Riley, and especially since he used to work for the initiatives. Riley got Spike got a chip in his head. So obviously, that hate is intensifying. Back to the magic box. The schools are looking for information again, and they're trying to find the origins, the purposes, maybe the weaknesses, and they can't find anything. Which Tara ends up indicating that maybe this person is older than the books can script. That she's so old that they couldn't really write about her during that time. So that means that we is basically at a disadvantage of anything that we can have for her, because she cannot be named. We go back to the school. We go back to the hospital, and Dr. Isaac tells Buffy that her mom has brain tumor, and that she has an option, since she kind of got it earlier on. She has a 1 in 3 chance of possibly being able to be okay, but he kind of walks away, and Ben tries to reassure her to give her a break from all the questions. We got with Riley. I don't like the scene of Riley taking Dawn to the park, and it's showing that Dawn is way smarter. She is smart, obviously, but way smarter than what we can indicate, because she actually knows something's wrong with her mom, and that Buffy's lying to kind of cover up her worrying. So while Riley's trying to comfort Dawn, Dawn tries to make Riley feel some positivity about the relationship with Buffy. And she's like, well, you're good for Buffy, compared to Angel, who had Buffy in tears always, and her relationship with Angel, and how she never gets worked up over Riley, which really was kind of a fucked up thing to say. And so then we go down later on with the Cobra arriving at the magic box, goes after Dawn, but is scared of Dawn because Dawn screams in fear, leaving, and so it was going to report to Glory where the key was at. Buffy kills the snake just in time with a chain, beating it to death, while Glory just looking at the window, saddened that she took another L. Then we got Joyce telling Dawn the truth about her health, while Riley's there to comfort Buffy after he went to the bar and Willie's place and got bit by that vampire Sandy. He let her bite her and staked her afterwards. So, because once again, that was after Buffy said, he was trying to get Buffy to be vulnerable with him, and she was like, I can't, because if I cry now, I won't stop. The next episode, I don't know the title, I'm just excited this is going to happen. After last episode of Angel 209, when fucking Drusilla turned Darla into a vampire, I can only expect something maybe spicy going to happen. So anyways, let's dive in.
Life.
They messed up
Relaxing in bed while people bring you food on trays.
They messed up their hospital food.
I like the Jell-O. Help yourself. Gelatin is made from ground up cow's feet, and that
what?
If you eat Jell-O, there's some cow out there limping with no feet. But I told her I'm sure they kill before they take off their feet.
Miss.
Well, maybe some good news will help. The blood work's come back from the lab, and everything seems fine. So we've scheduled your surgery for day after tomorrow at 10 in the morning.
Bless.
To do.
Yeah,
Not
but
tonight.
still.
Tonight I have Mom taken care of to do.
Who's patrolling?
Besides, Riley's filling in for me with the others. I am sure they have everything under control.
They don't. Oh, Lord. No! Damn! God! What the fuck? They beating him like it's child's play. Where the hell is Riley at, since he want to be all kill one all and forever?
A rough night.
Exactly.
I dusted 2 of them.
Exactly.
Hey, on me. That's pretty cool. Who needs him when I'm dusting 2 at a time?
Oh, whoa.
Maybe it would have been good if he'd showed up.
You need to dust the net. Putting a vampire feet on him? Is that what I'm hearing? What the fuck is this man doing? I don't even want to understand. I honestly don't understand. Like, I don't know how the vulnerability with Buffy is him just getting his blood drunken. Nah, like, honestly, like, I don't understand. I don't understand. But, like, you're collecting bites. Neck, arm. And when Buffy sees these, what are you going to say? Well, we match. Like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. I don't know what you want me to say. Honestly, Riley, you know, if she one, she don't love you. Two, she won't be vulnerable with you. Just leave. Like, why are you putting yourself through this trauma?
This is an extra
I love my
special
daughter.
gift for your mom, and I know she'll need a bigger hat. See?
Now-
It's got cup holders and a
Hey.
headache. Just a little one. Biggish little one.
Is it getting worse?
Fine.
We need to get the surgery
Go
on
on,
board.
what else to keep you busy? Oh, spells. Thank you, Willow.
Didn't Joyce say no to
Book
spells?
on spells. Looking at him?
Right.
Oh, it doesn't actually have spells on it.
Okay.
Just history and anecdotes, stuff like that.
Okay, we'd love to see
I
it.
don't even know if I'm gonna take that exam.
I'd rip it in half and stick it in bed with me.
Yeah, it's hitting her. It's hitting her. That same guy, the guy that went crazy. Yeah, it's getting to her.
The thing that's pressing on her brain, sometimes it might make her say weird things.
Really?
The picnic is in order.
See, this is the
What
second
is
time.
that thing? There's no data. There's no pictures on this. What is the data? There's no one in there.
Buffy,
Well, he is telling the truth. There's no data of her.
don't worry about it.
I guess I missed that. Was he bothering you?
And he always coming at the same time. I don't trust this man. I don't trust this man. I
Yeah, the
don't.
crazy man was a little.
I don't trust. I don't care. I don't care if I'm wrong at the end.
Are they
He's
really gonna
always
send him home?
somewhere.
Really nowhere to put them, so the ones with families are letting him go home. Like his family's gonna be able to take care of him. He has to have someone watch him 24/7.
Is that my kids?
Japanese commercials are weird.
Oh,
Yes. But they made me feel like I was in space. Part of the stars.
she's mesmerized, honestly.
And a big pineapple.
Now let me see it, miss.
You know, I'm not sure I remember that one.
Yeah.
Short man looking uncomfortable.
Oh my
Who's getting
god.
a sponge bath?
A sponge bath now?
Let's see.
What the fuck?
A huge flame of meteor about to crash into something.
Yeah, what the f? Excuse me? What? Oh no, the guy from earlier. I mean, we're just coming into it, actually. Question he's bowing down to, or he just about to get took?
Take it easy.
Oh my god! What the f? What? What the f? They didn't even have arms? Nah, like, what? The f is that?
This thing doesn't work. It is.
Well, of course. You can come back and visit your mother first thing in the morning.
No,
That doctor's suspicious.
I mean, all of us. I don't see why we can't take her home. You know, just until.
Or is that monster
wouldn't it be better
attacking
for her
them?
to rest?
Go over those with you. And I'd need for you to check her vitals. Watch her pretty closely. I'm afraid you won't get a lot of sleep.
Damn, Dawn was reading aloud. Is she just skimming pages? Oh, so no one don't see it, right? But her maybe? Like, nobody sees that?
Yes.
Oh, you got your bite on full display?
Oh yeah. Sorry about last time.
Yeah.
Heard I missed out on some fun.
Oh my god, and he's touching this shit.
No, it's not hot. It's warm.
It just hit, obviously.
Broken. I don't see any marks on it.
Yeah.
I know him. He was at the hospital, a mental patient.
Something.
In him? What the f?
Oh, that might be toxic. Don't touch it. Oh yeah, touching it was my first impulse.
Right, like,
Luckily, I moved on to my second.
Call Buffy. I want to call Buffy. You can't. She's got life stuff that has to
oh
come
my
first.
god. So everybody, the school's gotta handle it
figure
alone?
this out.
It is. Like, what the f?
To explore a bit more.
We touching UFO? We do alien titties now? Thought we're gonna be demons. That monster might be attacking him next, right?
You can't go. Don't you be that kind of burnout.
Oh no. And she turned off all the lights, no damn lamp on, miss? What the fuck?
I can't see you. I can't see you. I can't see you.
It's beyond creepy at this point. I knew they were not even checking. And she fucking this cookie up. This cookie better been made out of God's ass. The way that she's just fucking the cookies up.
What do you think he was begging for?
Look at him.
I told you she's gonna.
Joyce?
It's off. You know what? Why don't you shut off the lights in the living room? And I will take you upstairs and we'll shut off all the lights up there, okay?
No, don't do that. Because if the monster is here and supposedly no one can see it, that motherfucker is floating in here in the darkness. I mean, this alien thing, whatever the fuck it is. What did I say though? Like I said that Riley would literally try to work with the damn Wolfram or the mayor or government or something like that. And here he goes.
Hey. Got a sniff in the woods and called us in? Usually call your girlfriend for this kind of thing? Miller, set the trackers for a protein signature. Yes, sir. No good, Major. This alkaloid's breaking down.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. This is probably one of the most like chilling episodes I've experienced in a while. What is she? Is she burning something?
What are you doing?
I'm making breakfast.
This late?
You shouldn't eat anymore. You're disgustingly fat.
Don't fat shaming at it, miss. She could have said anything. She could have came at the hair, the clothes, nothing, like no words. And now she's going to bed with the monster in the room. Oh, Lord, y'all coming for me insanely.
No, you sing.
Every time.
Get away from me.
It's the second, this third time.
You're nothing. You're a shadow. Mom, I don't know
She's
what
a shadow.
You are, how you got here.
Literally a shadow. Check last episode's title.
Oh, honey, what's wrong?
The shadow in her brain. Like, is Dawn causing this too?
Why does everybody keep doing that? What's wrong with me?
Buffy, you better say something.
Nothing.
Buffy,
It's
gotta
not
say something.
you.
What?
I think there's something that happens in people's brains when there's something wrong.
Not randoms, Buffy.
It's like a short circuit. Okay?
Let's see if anybody else says it.
And if anyone says anything like that to you again, don't listen. Even if it's Mom.
Info about a killer snot monster.
Because it's a killer snot monster from outer space.
Yeah. It's not here.
I did not say that.
You did.
Too.
I've been scouring all the international periodicals for any other meteorite landings in the last week.
Has
Big
it?
Zippo.
What?
Wait, I just saw Queller.
Oh, we puzzling stuff together?
They're expected to quell the madmen.
The man in the woods.
The madman
He's
is
a mental patient.
yeah, that has mental
he got
health
pretty
issues.
well.
Oh.
And these dates look pretty close. Like maybe it happened after each one of the meteor events.
As if something emerged from the meteors.
Xander's little book made it sound like this Queller thing had to be summoned.
Somebody
So-
summoned that shit?
Who summoned it?
The hospital?
Listen, Riley, I saw Buffy's mom earlier and she was acting kind of wacky.
Right.
Insane wacky.
Again, pretty much.
Look, Willow, keep it what you're doing. Call me if you find out how I can kill this thing.
Well, okay, but shouldn't we come help?
No, he already got his own group.
Those eyes, they're like gasoline puddles. Tell me because I need.
But they do not stare down at you. They do not cling.
Oh, and Dawn hears that too. And she might have to plug them pillows in or something. Oh, but YOLO, shut the fuck up now. You might be hearing the scream in a minute. That's why. Both stop. Stop.
Mental patient checks out of here today. Drives away with this thing. Took it right to its own home. Checked out today.
Buffy's nice. I mean Buffy nice. Buffy next. I mean. Lord! Jesus Louise. Oh no. Like, look at that shit. What the fuck? Oh. That angle giving very much Scream, because she was on Scream too, but I don't know if this is before or after. Oh! What the f are you doing here? Get out! Dude, at this point, what the f
What are you doing in my house?
Right then. Call me.
Who?
Your basement's full of junk, and me.
Stealing?
Well, yeah. Can't exactly work the count on burger bond,
Wait,
can I?
those pictures of me?
You still in paint? You still in pictures too, Kyle? Damn. Jesus. Kill that man. Oh, he giving her gear because she dropped it. Oh.
You okay?
Then she went right past him.
It's gone. I killed it.
Oh God. It's gone. You promise?
I promise.
Yeah, we promised, because I don't want to see that shit again. I don't want to see that again. You better be getting took, because if I'm right about my suspicions, I'm going to be laughing my ass off. You summoned it?
For a humble postulant, it looks like chaos. Like unnecessary attention drawn where it ought not to be.
You summoned it, didn't you?
Sir, I just want to understand, why summon the Queller?
He
What do
did.
you think?
I told.
I'm cleaning up Lori's mess, just like I've done my whole damn life.
I knew it. I knew it. I didn't trust this man. I didn't trust this man. I didn't trust this man. I never did. He was always the same place, giving medicine, and then the medicine would make them go crazy instantly. Like, no.
Not a dream. Exactly. More like I had this knowledge. It just came to me like truth, you know?
About Dawn? It's
What?
about Dawn, isn't it?
That Dawn,
Yep. It's not my daughter.
she's not mine, is she? She does belong to us, though.
Yeah.
As precious as you are to me. Then we have to take care of her.
Oh, my God.
Buffy, promise me. If anything happens, if I don't come through this, feels like my daughter. I have to know that you'll take care of her. That you'll keep her safe.
I can't.
That you'll love her like I love you.
I cannot. I cannot.
Good. My sweet, brave Buffy. What would I do without you?
I cannot. I can. Oh my God. I cannot. Like, at this point, I don't even know why I'd be fucking crying. Like, at this, I've hit a point in this show where I'm just so instantly attached to these characters that I just cry about any fucking thing. Like, this episode, these last episodes are like so fucking emotional because Buffy goes through so much shit, and like she literally has the fucking world on her shoulders, and you know, and I'll be honest, I'm not even gonna sit here and fucking try. Like, I'm gonna pull up the summary because I don't even feel like crying again. Like, I just like you already know how I feel about Buffy. I'd rather die by Buffy any fucking day of the week, and just seeing like her being vulnerable and like her trying to keep so many of these secrets to herself, but also trying to be strong for others, it just kills me so much because that is something that Buffy would do. And just seeing like how hard she tries to like keep herself from breaking down, and that her crying to herself because she don't want to break down in front of others, because she can't really tell them as much as like you would have thought. Like I love Buffy so much. Like I love her so much to infinity and beyond. So let's talk about the episode, because I don't feel like crying right now, especially when I've been crying like damn near a lot, like what, 3 to 4 times since episode fucking 6. Okay, so this episode is called Listening to Fear. This was episode 9 of season 5. And, you know, we essentially, it's more so focused on Joyce and her brain surgery and the fucking monster that comes from another planet. So, I'm not gonna read the summary because I read those for the next episode's overview. But I want to go down to Riley's situation because I really want to see what the fuck's happening. Like, yeah, it says Riley allows another vampire to feed on him. Like, I feel like this episode was so scary. Like, we haven't had a lot of, like, well, just for this season alone, I feel like every season we at least get a somewhat scary atmospheric episode. And like season 4 was definitely the episode where the nightmare fucking monsters came and took everybody's like voices. And then this episode kind of reminded me of that, and also kind of reminded me of Scream, or like a horror movie where there's like all this darkness and like death and mystery, and then, you know, the knife shot of Buffy grabbing the knife and trying to figure out the monster, and then like getting attacked and trying to like gain control over the monster. It was like that feel. It's kind of like it was kind of a freeing episode compared to the last few, which I know this episode was still intense, but it was freeing in a sense where we got one of the big things that I was always wondering is, will Buffy tell Joyce? And one thing I'm kind of confused on is that I don't know if there's an interconnection between it, but obviously it is now, and it has to. It's been established about the brain, like the mental patients and like the brain mechanism, and then how that relates to them seeing Dawn is not real, because like it's something that Glory doing is affecting people on Earth. Because when Dawn first came, episode 2 or 3, I believe, that guy came with the van and said that she didn't belong here. That was 1. The next time we got Joyce, what was it, episode 4 or 5, where she was in the kitchen and she like glitched for a moment and told Dawn, "Who are you?" Then we got, you know, Joyce saying like, you're not here, like you're not written, you're not coded. Then you got the guy saying it. So that's 4 people, well, technically 3 people, Joyce being twice, that's telling Dawn that she doesn't belong here. Like she's not real, and that something's wrong with her. And Buffy's not going to tell Dawn, because imagine telling someone that you don't really exist, you know? And that, oh, the monster that came last episode was for you, not us, for you. Like, I know that Buffy is not going to tell Dawn for a while, and I don't know how long she will tell her, but I understand. But like, that's tying into most of the, and then also the guy from the episode where we first got it was episode 5, where he was just a regular guy in the beginning of the episode talking to Buffy about you forgot your crystal globe, to literally within the half of the episode is like getting dragged into it. So like, these people are like becoming insane, and it goes to the hospital. And then Ben is always the one that's at each patient's tending needs, giving them medicine. And if you didn't notice, he was giving Buffy the medicine for Joyce before it got worse, to where Buffy even assumed that something was happening because it started to rapidly happen. And then once Joyce stopped taking those pills for a minute, she's like, "Oh, I'm fine, I'm just going to take a nap." So like, I wonder, the way that longer that she stayed at the hospital, longer that she was going insane, or was these people purposely doing that? Because Ben said he was cleaning Glory's mess, and he always had to do it his whole life. And I literally was like, if he or that guy, the hospital guy, was the one that was summoning the fucking thing, or what is, I wonder if Dredd is working as like the main doctor. Let me stop being extra. But like, I've always felt suspicious of Ben, because Ben was always there. He was always at the places. And then when Buffy was trying to ask that main doctor information, Ben would come in and say, "Oh well, I know you probably going stressed by asking all these questions." Like he was always there with all the patients getting dragged, when messages get distributed, and then it even makes more sense to why Glory even walked into that gym where Ben was taking off his clothes and the monster was coming towards him. Now I wonder, did Ben summon that monster right there as well? To possibly find the key, because now that makes sense that since he's working for Glory, that means that he's like all the suspicion is making everything intensified. So does that shadow really mean that Joyce has brain tumors, or is this due to what the fuck Glory and whatever Ben has been doing? Because I feel like everything is like somehow lingering between each other, and I'm curious to find out what the fuck is Ben actually doing that's cleaning for Glory, because Glory is just trying to find a key. So is she going around draining people and making them go insane? Like, I don't know what she's doing, because we haven't seen her this episode. I'm confused. Hopefully we can see more about that, because I'm really interested in how Dawn, Glory, Ben, and the mental patients and Joyce all come together, because they have to have some similarity, because Ben has been sus at the beginning of time, and I always kept saying that he was suspicious. Always said this dude was suspicious some way, somehow. I just didn't trust him. And sometimes I always be like, oh, I don't trust nobody, but I was like, I don't trust this man, because he's always there. And then he was there with the stethoscope with Riley, and also giving information about Joyce and stuff like that. And every time Buffy has a question about Joyce, he'll always be there to give information. Very sus. Ben, I don't trust you, bitch. And I knew I was right the whole time. But anyways, now we have two things to talk about. Mostly towards Joyce and Dawn. I was surprised that Dawn, that talk with Buffy and her was very emotional. And I'm happy that Buffy was reassuring that, to Dawn that, you're normal and that you're nothing, like you're not what they're saying she is, because having it been told to you 4 to 5 times, it can really take a toll on you, because you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, am I real or not? And I do love that we get to see Buffy build this sister bond, or this parental role, and how Joyce said it made it seem like she was saying, well, be a mom to her like I am to you, which is, I like the bond between Buffy and Dawn, and also Buffy and Joyce with this. When Buffy was there with Joyce at the end of the episode, and Joyce realized that even though she was, whatever Ben did to cause her to act that way, or if she was really acting that way, she realized that while she was saying that stuff to Dawn about her not being coded, it was real. Like, she wasn't real, and that she is this due to sanity, because she feels like even though Dawn isn't hers, she still considers Dawn a daughter nevertheless. Tying into last episode with Buffy not being vulnerable with Riley, or Buffy not being vulnerable with people because she's hiding in this secret. But to see that, I thought she was just holding it in, until 1 minute she'll really break down and everything will really start crumbling down. To see her go in the kitchen, clean dishes, and proceed to cry because of all this stuff that is building up in her, it really kills me, because she's dealing with it alone. I don't want to cry anymore. I don't. So I'm just going to move on from that. But she's just so precious and so fucking strong. And I will stand by her regardless, because she's 19, 20, give or take. Dealing with, she's 19 going on 20 at this point, or 19 or 20. Going through this stress of her mom, her sister having to act like that is her sister when it's not, but now she's going to act like it is. The bees, while the bees going into Dawn, Riley, the relationship, her friends, the debt, being a stronger Slayer, and preparing and trying to be a better person. And her taking a year off college. It's so much going on in her that I honestly thought that she was keeping it in. And I guess that's the only time she can really get her break, is when she's crying and seeing her mom deteriorate in front of her. She had no choice but to turn the music on and cry. I thought at first, I was like, oh, she just gonna tune her mama like that, but she's crying, and that kills me so much. And then I'm just happy that it's kind of covered with at least that Dawn thing, and instead of hiding from her mom. So let's see how they'll work now. Don't even get me started on fucking Spike stealing. First he's out here stealing sweaters or clothes. Now he's stealing pictures. Somebody come get him. Get him out of here now. I threw that tissue in like all this dust bell. You know, yes, that's literally how I feel. The losing thing of all is Riley. At this point, can y'all please? I don't know, because I don't know where he's aiming for with the blood drinking. Like, I know that I could see where he decides to go talk to the mayor and them, because clearly Buffy won't trust him with this. He won't tell him about it. So he's been working with the military, and you know, having them do, like, once again, I'm not surprised that he was going to go back to that. I've kind of said something about that, like when I was watching 422, that maybe he'll start working with the mayor or helping them some way somehow, and he didn't. He obviously proved it with this episode. But also, he has nowhere to go. Like, Buffy doesn't trust him. She's not vulnerable with him. She's not telling him everything. So he obviously, and she's trusting him to handle the fucking you know, routine of going the routes and doing daily patrols. So he's like, listen, like, obviously maybe I can just prove that I can, you know, help Buffy out. So I'm really not surprised about that military thing. I really kind of I'm not gonna rant on him about that. Like, he has no choice. He don't know where to go. And like Graham said, like, what are you gonna be, her like sidekick? Do you know what you're gonna do when if she's not here with you? I guess he's starting to get to know that early. I'm just confused on why he's letting vampires bleed from him. That's the one thing that I'm confused on. And the fact that, like, normally when you read these summaries, they'll give you information, but it's not really explaining why he's doing that. And I feel like that's so weird, because I can't interpret it except for maybe something with Buffy. That's the only thing I can literally say at all. So hopefully we'll see more about that situation and how he didn't hide the vampire barrel in his neck this time. So did it heal? Because like with Buffy's, it healed, but you can still see like the ridges on her neck. With him, I'm wondering if it healed, because I know some people probably saw his side of his neck because he had on a little shirt. No one is hitting the bite. Because the arm, okay, he had a jacket. But like the neck was out this time. Because last episode he hit with a turtleneck. And this one he didn't. So like, you know, did it heal? Did he put, like, I don't know. But anyways, that was my season 5 episode 9 reactions, Buffy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Buffy reactions. Patreon will be linked for full Buffy, Sailor Moon, and Angel reactions. Twitter and Discord will be linked to talking about this episode or see when I'm posting on YouTube or Twitter. Until next time, make sure to be safe. Peace.